Then I say, why should people, pay attention to their state of mind and emotion?
Again, the mind is powerful.
Very, very
It's
powerful.
a powerful tool.
Honestly.
And if you know that it's a tool that you can use, there are ways that you can condition yourself, condition your life, your experiences by how you think and be mindful of your emotions and your feelings, then you will be unstoppable. It's a simple truth, right? And you find that, this limiting beliefs, this fear, imposter syndrome, as it were, is really depriving people of really enjoying life, of living to the fullest potential, as it were, right? So you have to learn to control your mind, control your emotions. Know that it's an emotion. You can when you feel it, you don't have to let it control you. How you respond to it is very important. You have to be in charge. So you will find that this fear, the imposter syndrome, is limiting us from the relationships that we can build. By the time you already feel like you're not good enough, how do you engage people?
I wonder.
How do you foster good relationships with people who are, I would say, above you? Right? By the time you feel like you're inadequate, how do you take on opportunities? You find that young people are missing out on opportunities for the fear of, I can't do it.
So, Doctor, that reminds me from my experience also in this same Uniben.
Yes.
When I was to defend my thesis for my master's degree, it dawned on me that I'm going to be in presence of professors. And I have 7 of them, professor doctors. When I was going through, from my book, I came up to synopsis. I reduced everything to synopsis. It would give me about 12 pages, something like that. And I was just going through. And a day too, my mind said, hey, do you think you can do this? Now, professor, so what are you going to tell them? I just give a wave of hand. Satan, go behind me. I must defend, because if I won't get my certificate.
And all the work you've done for how many years is gone.
And then what I did was a day two, in that evening, I went to see my supervisor, associate professor. He said I should do what I'm going to do tomorrow. I should defend my thesis. I started from A to Z. I saw the man doing like this, shaking. I was looking at him, but he thought I was looking at his eye. I was looking above his head. And when I finished, he stood up, gave me a very wonderful clap, say, Madam, if you can do this tomorrow before that professor's, forget it.
Wow.
And lo and behold, that's exactly what I did.
What you did.
And that day, I was even number 1. So they really have time for me. Because if they want to defend, once the first second, they're already tired. But me starting it, they have time. I said, today or today. And God really helped me. I did it excellently as I presented before my supervisor. If they want this telecast, they will also know. And in fact, when I finished, the leader of the group, a woman from this University of Lagos here, she said, you were just like if you are singing. Are you a singer? I said, yes, I'm a singer. He said, no wonder. It shows you did a very good work. So what am I trying to say? I didn't allow this syndrome to affect me. So if you are going to be speaking in presence of people, there are people, there are pastors are there, you're going to quote Bible, you're going to interpret it the way you understand it. Don't be afraid that Bishop Onyedikpo is there or Papa Deboye is there. These people know Bible very well. What am I going to say? Because it affects people. Yes. Even pastors under them will be shivering before they can talk. What am I going to say? That them not. No. Be who you are. They too will learn something from what you say. They will learn from it.
In fact, they too have that fear. Right? And then there's something that I heard to say, when you walk into a room, there's usually that fear of who is looking at me. But really, everybody is also thinking who is looking at them.
Exactly.
Right? So don't bother about who is looking at you, who is how they're going to judge you, who is going to think that you're good. It's not about pleasing people. It's about offering your value.
Last question from me now before we give her, time for the audience. Say, what are the best ways to manage imposter syndrome? That is overcoming now. How do we overcome it now?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying now.
The best way really is to focus on building self-confidence. That's just the best way. focus on building self-confidence. So, you know, we always think that, or sometimes we think that people are born confident.
Nobody. I just said it.
Although, you know, when you look at personalities, I mean, whether you're an introvert, an extrovert, a sanguine, and all of those, you have different levels of it. But self-confidence can be learned as a skill.
Very, very important.
You can actually learn it. You know, you learn how to speak, you learn how to overcome fear, you learn, and a lot of tools out there
to help you build it. I'll go to a standing mirror and be speaking to standing mirror.
Yes.
That's how I was able to develop the small English I speak before going to school. I just go there, you know, that kind of a thing. So
exactly.
That's the only way you can do away with this syndrome.
With self-confidence, even how you walk, how you sit, your body posture, those things help you to build self-confidence, right? So if you really want to overcome this, or you really want to manage, because I don't like to say a cure that you can always overcome, because at different times, even though you're a confident person, at certain times you may still have that fear.
Exactly.
So it's how to deal with it, right? So the first thing is to know that the first thing is to know that again, not everybody is imperfect. Everybody's struggling with something. You're not alone in this, right? You know, this feeling of I'm unworthy. You know, let's leave, you know, trying to please people, trying to, you know, get will people like me? You know, there's that, you know, thing about will they like me? Will people say I'm good? I mean, you have a talk show. Will people say, oh, you did great? You want people to be able to validate what you do. So first thing, know that, you know, not everybody is not perfect, and we are all struggling as it is. Second thing to do, I think, is to journal or write down your wins, right? So, I mean, you're a high-performing person, you're in business, you're in career. There are a lot of things you've done well in the past. Write them down. Celebrate your small wins. So that when it comes to that time again where that fear comes, you remember.
Celebrate your small wins. That's a good one.
You know? So when that time comes again where you have to do something, you remember that, oh, I did it before. You can go back to your phone and say, you know what, I did this, and you know, there was a lot of achievements, and you know that you are actually good enough to do what you're about to do. Another one is what you said. Do it afraid. Simple. You're afraid, do it. Don't wait till the fear leaves. Till you feel comfortable and you feel you will always be afraid. Start to do it. Immediately you get on stage, immediately you start to do that thing you're afraid of doing, you find out that, I mean, the fear is gone. It's as easy as, and because you've done it before, it just comes out on its own. It becomes natural to you. A fourth one is to prepare. Preparation is still very important, right? So you have something to do. There's a goal you want to achieve. Prepare for it. When you prepare enough, it gives you that confidence as well, right? Because usually this fear is, oh, I can't do it. But once you're prepared, you know that, oh, I have all the information, right? I know the skills. I've done this before. I'm used to it. I'm now an expert in this. And then you just find yourself doing it with ease. So preparation is still very key for us as we look at overcoming and managing imposter syndrome. A last one would be always to remember that you are the value. You are valuable. And you have value to give as well. When we come from a place of, I want to impress people, that's where we begin to mess things up. Because then you begin to, you know, anticipate and expect and want people to validate you. But when you come from a place of service, I'm here to serve. Right? I'm here to offer the value that I know that I have. Then all you're focused on is delivering that value. Right, so
to impart to people.
Yes, to impact people. Whatever you're doing, have that sense of, you know, service, and I'm here to impact. Whether you're a public speaker, whether you know you want to achieve a goal, you're about to make a presentation, whatever it is. Once that fear comes, have the mindset that I'm here to offer service. I'm here to give the value that I know that I have, and you'll be able to overcome.
Yes. Let me also buttress the points you make. You said, have that mindset that at least you have done it before. I'm saying, even if you have not done it before, even if that was the first time such assignment is given to you, just believe in yourself. Have that self-confidence. I can do it. If A has done it, I will do it. One of my sons, I don't want to mention him, was asked to give a motivational speech in the very first time in the public. The way he planned and did it, as you mentioned, prepare. He prepared it, and now before he entered the stage, he gave to me to go through what he had prepared. I said,
fantastic.
go on. And that day, in fact, it was even, as a matter of, it was after that day that I knew that was the first time
he was doing it.
He was doing it.
Yes.
It was fantastic. And people are still making reference to it. So whether you do it before, you have doing before, or the first time you're going to take such a public, something to be on stage, to talk to people and all that. Look, prepare and go there. Look above everybody that is there. They think you're looking at their faces. Now you're not. Oh. That's the only way. Because if your eye comes to counter for another person, you may forget what you want to say because you're already afraid. But if you are above their heads, look above their heads, you will get it. And so don't look down on yourself.
Yeah.
Don't look down on yourself. You can do it. God has endowed each and every one of us with different kind of gifts. So you can do it. Don't look down on yourself. Don't accept defeat. Don't accept defeat. You can do it. All right. We'll take a break now. Come back. Enter question and answer session. Vivid view.
Say it and do it.
This is Vivid View.